dominant performance by our first group defensively. We've been ones-on-ones all camp, and then this last scrimmage, usually like to mix it up a little bit. And the whole scrimmage was our first team defense on the second O, and the first O versus the second D. And both groups dominated the scrimmage, with the exception of overtime. The second groups won the overtime competition, so they punched it in for a touchdown, and the first groups, got a field goal. But worked good overtime, worked a lot of 2-minute, worked a lot of special clock situations, just trying to kind of get everybody ready for anything that could happen, both sides of the ball. Did a lot of kicking today, a lot of return, a lot of field goals. Cannot say enough good things about Greg Hugel. I've learned his name, and I even know how to spell it, H-E-U-G-E-L, Hugel. So really proud of him. Really proud of him. He was, as bad as he was the last time he was in the stadium. He didn't handle that very well. He was impressive today. Had about 4 game winners. Kicked a 53-yarder to win the game right there at the end. He's as we start our game prep tomorrow, he's the guy that will start for us at kicker. He's earned that in camp. Proud of him. Spence competed hard, but right now we're at a point where we've got to make decisions and move forward, and really pleased with what I've seen out of that young man. So right now he gives us the best chance to win. Has been, outside of the one day that he had in this stadium, he's really been outstanding. So happy for him, and we'll start making sure all those reps are divvied up the way they need to be moving forward, and start building that continuity like we want. Teasdale had a solid day, but a lot of good things. Gallman ran the ball well. First group offensive line was impressive, especially in the running game. Deshaun was sharp. We rested Sharon and Mike a good bit. They got some reps, but we really wanted to strain those young guys, and for the most part they did a good job. Ray did not have a good day. Just first day he kind of looked like a freshman today. He said he didn't eat all day, so that's not a good way to get yourself ready for practice. But he's had an incredible camp. But today wasn't one of his better days. But overall, a lot of good things that we're going to be able to learn from this tape. But it kind of went like I hoped it would go. I really feel good about both first groups, and I think both of them are walking off the field with some confidence today. But in order for us to be a great team, in order for us to be an elite team, we kind of exposed some of those backups today, and they got a little dose of reality as far as where they need to be. And so that's the goal, is to get them ready as fast as we can, and the way our schedule sets up with an early open date. Hopefully by the time we get into that middle of the season, we've got a bunch of these young guys that are going to be able to help us down the stretch.
Early offensive line, your lead guys?
Same group. It's been Hyde at left guard, and Hyde at left tackle, Mack at left guard, Norton at center, Crowder at right guard, and Fruit at right tackle, and then Gore at right tackle, and then really close is Flew Morgan and Guillermo, Falcinelli, and Hearn. All those guys, we're not afraid to play any of those guys. We really feel good about that group. So we feel like we got a good situation up front there.
Still looking good?
Looks very good.
Who's leading the competition for the kickoff spot?
That we hadn't made a decision on. Spence has done a solid job there, but I think Hugel's still just a little bit ahead. So right now he's definitely has won the field goal job, and is a little bit ahead on the kickoff. That's something that we're going to continue to evaluate. Spence has been pretty solid there, but Spence has been solid really at field goals too. It's just Hugel has been really good. He's been really good. He's won the job.
Did Lacob participate this scrimmage today?
He was here, but no, we didn't work him. Ammon will miss the first 3 games. He's back on the team, and I know there's probably been a lot of conversation, but he will definitely be out these first 3 weeks, and then he'll come back and they'll have an open date to get back out and compete. And obviously, we'll have some performance with Hugel or Spence or whoever ends up being out there, and we'll see what happens. But it's the consequences. He's a senior. I really haven't had any problems with him. He's been a solid guy, citizen, since he's been here. But your seniors should be at their best and should know. And so he's done everything we've asked him to do, and so now he's just got his team punishment, which is 3 games, and then he'll be back full graces with the Tigers, and he wins the job back. Good for him. But I hope that Greg goes out there and is 10 for 10 in the first 3 games. So we'll see what happens.
Are you closer to getting the depth at D-line figured out?
Not really. We've got a lot of guys that we're trying to work, a lot of guys we're trying to rep. I think it's going to become a more clear picture as we get into scout teams and stuff. We're going to take the next couple of days and we're going to do some season prep, and then we're going to go all Wofford prep starting on Monday. And so as you start really repping 2 groups, it kind of gets concentrated a little bit more, and I think that'll become clear. I mean, we know who our first guys are, and we know Pagano is going to help us, and we know that those backup ends, Yergin is going to help us. Austin Bryan is coming on. We've got Dane Rogers. We moved back out the end. He's in a little better spot for him right now competitively with our numbers inside. So we'll see how it all plays out. But we got a bunch of. The good news is we got a good group that's all scrapping and competing for playing time, which is going to make us better and create the edge that we need. A lot of hungry guys over there in that defensive line.
How about the injuries today?
No, I think he came through it okay. G-Hop got the air knocked out of him, but he was able to jog off, so I assume he's okay.
Who do you like in?
One more question.
Nobody's really talked about the tight end group this year. Is there anybody that's really distinguished himself?
Leggett. He had I was going to say about a 60-yard touchdown today. Leggett has had by far, not even close, the best camp, best practices that he's had since he's been at Clemson. He's just gotten serious about it. He's decided that he's going to work hard. He's going to bring it every day. He's got the right look in his eye. Seconder is just giving us everything he's got. You can just count on him. He's been solid too. He's still working his way back. And then you got Milan and Cannon are just young bucks that have both shown some good flashes, and they'll have to help us this year. But the guy that has really jumped out is Garrett Williams. He's going to be able to help this football team. JJ has had his moments. We all know his talent. Has quietly had a solid camp. So we'll see if he can continue to work his way down that path.
Real quick, who do you like in nickel?
Who do I like at nickel? Well, Travis is our starter, and that's what he started at his whole year as a freshman. He played nickel for us and was a freshman All-American there, so he's got a lot of experience. And then Dorian O'Daniel, those 2 guys really give us a good 1-2 punch at that position. That's one of the better positions, I think, on our team is with Travis and Dorian, and then TJ Burrell is our other guy that's working in there.
Guys, I got to let him go.